Ian, this is a little bit different. What have we actually got here from White House Machine Tools that you're showing?
We've got the feeder, which is attached to the MX140X2. So basically what we were doing, it's a fully automated system.
So we're putting parts on here, so these are obviously castings, and then out of the bottom conveyor is the finished component. But how do I know where to put these? I mean, can I just drop it there and the machine will automatically pick it up and put it into the brother machine?
On these parts here, you just literally can just drop them on the conveyor within a parameter what we set on the machine. This component's been set up to a 30-degree either way, so we can rotate it either way. But we can open that right up, and then the camera system will recognise features for the jaws to clamp onto it.
And when you look at a solution like this is an ideal application, isn't it? Something like a casting which has maybe got a few irregularities about it.
Yeah, obviously castings are a lot easier to program on here, but we can actually put solid material on here, solid billets as well. We can program that off that as well. So yeah.
And when you take the brother machine, I mean, I'm not surprised they've introduced this video automation solution, because the machines are so fast, you need to keep feeding them, don't you? I suppose that's why they've called it this.
Yeah, that's right, we need to keep feeding them, and obviously with the robot never tires, and obviously you have an operator on there, he just can't keep up with the speed of the machines because they're so quick. And can you fit this Feedio solution to any of the brother products? Is it easy to do? Could you retrofit it to a machine? These are some things that brother users may be thinking. Yeah, we can retrofit this to any of the machines. It will fit to any of the brother ranges, so with the, if it's twin pallet or the single pallet machines, they can be fitted to them.
So yeah, I'm here at Southern Manufacturing on the Blue Nova Test stand. And David, what on earth is the lube about?
Yeah, it's a unique way of showing how the probe behaves in a machine tool. Everyone will always say to us, a probe, it's great, it's wonderful if it's all nice and clean, but in a machine tool it's a dirty environment, there's coolant, there's swarf. How's the probe going to perform? So we had this idea of showing, really, put a tub of grease on the table, probe apart, clean, and get a set of results, then dip it in the grease, and that probe the same features, and we show that the probe is just as accurate, no loss of accuracy at all because of any contamination in there.
Yeah, quite a good, unique idea. So there we are, guys, that's what the grease is for, and I know you love your grease, Colin.
We popped in to see the guys at Zeiss. Now if I'm thinking Zeiss, I'm thinking lenses, microscopes, metrology, but what's this?
Well, this is part of that same suite, so you're right, I mean, Zeiss is known for precision imaging, precision measurements. Part of that suite is moving from looking at surfaces to looking at interior structures as well. So this is a CT scanner.
Right.
Works in the same way as a hospital CT scanner.
Okay, so when I've broken my leg, I go in, they'll scan me. This is the same sort of technology?
Exactly the same technology, yeah. So it's using X-rays to penetrate through the material. Main difference here, of course, is the part is no longer your leg, but it's a part that's either, let's say, a plastic part that's been moulded, or what we see a lot of is additive manufactured parts, of course. Okay. So when you're interested in understanding what the internal structure is of a part that's been 3D printed, yep, you don't have direct access to what's going on inside, of course, so you can't see what that internal structure is. And you need a technology like CT that uses X-rays to penetrate through, see the internal structures, see the internal defects, and model that in the same way as you would with a traditional, conventional a CMM system. You can use all the traditional metrology software with that, get measurements, dimensions, and so on.
So something different that I haven't seen at an exhibition in recent years. Anyway, Mark, this is a Matsuura MX850. What are you actually showing visitors this week at Southern Manufacturing?
Well, we believe it's the first time in the UK that we've actually shown the capabilities of a 3D printing machine and what it can actually achieve in producing fixtures for our CNC machine tools. So
we're machining a component, an aluminium part, but it's being supported and secured and held using a product that you've printed on your HP machine.
That's correct, yeah.
So are there any drawbacks to this?
We haven't found any, to be fair. I mean, some of the major advantages of this are the fact that you can produce a fixture for your machine tool overnight rather than having a long protracted lead time for manufacturing your fixtures.
I would suggest, yeah, a lot of tool makers might quote you weeks days, weeks to make a fixture.
Sure.
You can now turn this round literally. I mean, this particular example here, how long did this take to print?
This was printed overnight, so the lead time is very short indeed. Very short indeed.
If someone was to question then the integrity of the component, would they be right or wrong?
You can test it for sure. I mean, do you want to stand on it?
Okay, I'll do that. Let me just test it. Right. So if I stand on this, you can evidently see that it takes my weight, which is I think it's just over 11 stone these days, if I'm lucky. But it has been something that people have been really interested in here, and not only just here. You've sold this solution into one of your customers, haven't you?
Yes, we have a customer in the north of England that has this exact machine, an MX850, quick turnaround, small batch components, and he suffered from long lead times with fixtures. So he purchased a HP 3D printer, and he prints fixtures overnight.
Makes perfect sense to me. Thank you, Mark.
It certainly does.
We've managed to get an exclusive with Filmstar, I suppose, regular on ITV, is that right?
Yeah, I've been on the telly a little bit recently.
So we'll be getting autographs later. Now, Tim, MJ Allen Group, a regular on MTD Network on Tour for Chips. 3 things I want to cover off. Now, investment, what have you been up to?
Investment, so we bought a couple of Dugard machines, some vertical box slide milling machines, 2 metres by 1.1 by 0.9 or thereabouts.
Now, Tim had to get that right because what tested you earlier, didn't I? Put you under pressure.
You did put me under pressure, and I was under pressure that time as well. But nice, heavy-duty machining centres for machining the castings.
Yep. And just to clarify as well, if you haven't seen the video, in-house foundry castings.
In-house foundry castings. So we cast aluminium, we cast iron, we cast bronze. Biggish lumps, we can cast a gross weight.
What are you calling the big lumps?
I would never be so rude. Close to 3 tonnes in iron, a tonne in aluminium, and we machine those components in our own machine shop. So it's a one-stop shop, one-site facility.
Now, there's a theme, I think, going on with engineers at the moment, onshoring. Are you finding that's happening with you guys?
Yeah, we absolutely are. We've seen for a while people coming back from places like China, but more recently we've seen people coming back. In fact, at this show we've seen 2 inquiries that are repatriating goods from Italy. So there is signs of both being very busy in the industry, but also goods coming back from overseas.
Excellent. So it's excellent for Engineering UK and yourselves, obviously.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we've always exported. About a third of our goods go overseas, and we see that trend continuing. Exchange rate obviously helps. UK manufacturing is competitive and it's good, so I think that's attractive.
So guys, this week we've got a super impressive cycle time challenge. It's actually an aerospace blisk. I'm here with Graham Hogg from Quick Grind. Talk us through it, Graham.
Hi. Here we have a blisk, an aerospace part, as you were saying. We're using our latest Cayman high performance cutters to do all the roughing out work. Long nose, ball nose, getting down to the bottom. And the barrel tool is what gives you the quickest cycle time saving. It has absolutely fabulous time saving. So this part is actually just done in 1 hit as well.
There we are. So this week's cycle time challenge, aerospace blisk, made of aluminium. Bear in mind, it's using OpenMind software and conical barrel tools.
Kelvin, LNS, I'm thinking bar feeds.
Yep, bar feeds, LNS started out with the bar feed, which is the core product of our group, but through acquisition we have built now our one-stop shop, OSS as we call it, which now encompasses feeding the bars in, helping to manufacture the products within the lathe, high pressure coolant, mist extraction, to swarf evacuation into the drum at the other side. So it's a complete process.
So the OSS, the whole solution basically?
Yep, it's the whole solution.
Now, one thing you're showcasing here is the swarf conveyor. What's so special about this one?
This is the SFC. Everyone knows of the drum filtration, microfine 2 and 3 system that we do, 50 micron. But as we got here, this is 2/3 of the footprint, but also the price.
Oh, I was going to say, so 2/3 of footprint is definitely 2/3 of price though.
Yes, it is. So when people are buying big drum systems, additional coolant tanks, a majority of the time and high percentages, this will fit in the original tank.
Right.
So you can go from a clean out type conveyor to straight to a filtration conveyor that you don't clean out, it's self-cleaning. So downtime, minimal, uptime on spindle, maximum. Yeah. Money, make money.
So how was your bratwurst at lunchtime, Gareth?
Fantastic. Can't beat a bit of German sausage, can you?
You still got a bit of mustard on your lips. Oh, we're on. Right. Okay, so we've seen this product before, but it's been out about a year now, but it is an innovation that I think engineers should know about. We're on the Tame Workholding stand. This is well, you guys, I'll tell you what, we'll start with you, Danny. You tell us what this product is.
So this is the Multi-Phase 3. We've done a bit of market research and looked at the common machines out there in the marketplace and developed this to try and work with the kinematics of the most common machine tools.
So we're talking about a 5-axis machine here. This is obviously going to be located on the table, which allows you to do what, Gareth? What's the key benefit?
There's a couple of benefits really. You've got multi-loading, so you can have 3 parts on the table. Lots of advantages machining, obviously less tool changes. It gives you good access to all parts, so that, as Danny says, the way that it's designed, it allows access by the tools to all faces of your component.
What about the actual securing of, call it the base to a machine though, Danny? You talk about the different machines you've looked at, the kinematics and so forth. How does it actually secure itself to the table?
So we actually use the 96 pitch Lang studs in the bottom of this. However, we can drill it to suit your T-slots or whatever you have in the table if you need to, but most customers have 96 Lang plates now, so it just goes straight on, and also it quickly can be taken on and off, and other things can be put on there.
I can see advantages in abundance here, really. Probably my final question for you, Gareth. Security of this part when you're clamping. Looks like you're clamping on minimal material. How am I going to be assured that that's not going to come out the vise?
Well, we're using the patented Lang stamping system. It's been around for many, many years now. You stamp your component into the vise. As long as you torque the vise up, you're guaranteed that the part's going to stay where it is.
Good stuff. Available from Tame Workholding. Danny, have you had a sausage yet, or are you about to go now?
About to go,
about to go. Well, I'm going to have one too.
We're always looking for new innovation at MTD CNC, and here at Southern Manufacturing we're here with Tom at MIE Solutions. Now you guys have just developed a brand new app. Can you tell us why?
Of course. So first off, it's the Android application that we offer. So it's the first Android-based application. We've never sort of done that in the past. All of our applications have been Windows-based, so it gives an alternative in that respect. And the idea of the app really is to give, I guess, functionality or extra functionality to the shop floor. So it will enable shop floor operatives to do things such as inventory movements through it. They can also receive goods in from suppliers. They can do things such as packing lists. They can raise delivery notes from the system as well. And it also enables people, especially for users of ours that have a lot of site work, they can have people on the site actually book on and off the jobs, and that would then feed back into the main system, so they can quite easily see how they're getting on with the jobs that they're working on.
And the demands in manufacturing these days, it does sort of push companies down the sort of lights out engineering route, and I presume this app is perfect for that.
Exactly that, yeah, it just opens up all those doors.
Can they have a free demo from you?
Of course, by all means, yeah, for anyone that is interested, whether they be prospective or current customer, please do feel free to get in touch.
Now, just over our shoulders here, LF, we all know about LFE, if I can say it probably, low frequency vibration. I'm not going to talk about that today, but one thing I have noticed on this video, got a bit of laser cutting going on there.
Laser cutting, so that's a new concept for us. We're mounting a laser and integrating it to the machine. So for thin walled components, a big application is the medical industry, things like stents. But it's like with all things, there's a lot of applications across the industry where when you've got thin walled components that you can't pick up, you want to produce it in one operation off of a machine, and the laser integrated to one of our sliding edge machines.
Can we just look in the camera, Dave? Is it recording? Is it recording, do you reckon? Can we see? Oh, here we go, look at this. Look, right, okay, here we go. So look, Chris is actually learning about chucks here. Dave, what is this?
I think what Andy's trying to do is teach him how to use the collet chuck.
He obviously doesn't know much about Chris, because we've tried to teach him things for many years, and he doesn't grasp things very quickly.
I've got to tell you, Andy's pretty good at this. If he can't teach him, no one can.
So what is he doing at the moment? Picking up his...
Putting the gun in the collet, and he's got to line it all up.
Keep it square and vertical.
Just to release it inside the chuck.
That's sweet, yeah. Pull the trigger.
And there we go.
Well
done, Chris.
You are an expert.
Did we catch all that on camera? Hopefully I wasn't in the way. Well done, look, Chris, he's done it,
No.
There he wants to take it back out again. How popular is this chuck, Dave?
Extremely. Extremely, yeah. I think we've done extremely well with it. All the machine tool companies use it. It's quick, it's easy, predictable, accurate. What more do you want?
And even he can use it.
And even Chris can use it. Chris, you've won our today's first prize, a hybrid pen.
Thank you for watching, and remember, if you've got an event, open day, an exhibition in the UK or overseas, the Swarf and Chip Show is the ideal platform to promote it. So next week I've got the guys back here in the studio, and coming up in that show we visit CW Fletcher in Sheffield, we're at Hydrofeed in Milton Keynes, and we have a bumper special offer from Ward High Tech. So join us same time next week. And in the meantime, like, comment and subscribe. And as we always say, keep those spindles turning.